Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX can be an extremely complicated game. And if you're a first-time Pokemon adventurer jumping into this dungeon crawler, you may not exactly know what the best way to go about doing everything the game asks you to do is. It doesn't do the best job of explaining stuff to you, so that's why I'm here from the Game Looters today to give you the top 10 tips for anybody, including beginners, that you can use to jump into this dungeon crawler right now. And I promise you there's some that you may have thought of or may have been like, I think this is it, but you may have not definitively known. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to share the top 10 tips with you, and I'm going to make sure that you are better equipped to be the best Pokemon adventurer that you can be on your adventure through dungeon crawling. Also, real quick, do me a favor. Make sure you guys hit that beautiful red button down there, which is the subscribe button, and make sure you like the video for all these tips that I'm about to share with you. And if you want to spend more time with Dom from the Game Looters, no problem. We stream 5 days a week. We stream Thursday all the way to Monday at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time each and every day. So come hang out and be part of the Game Looters crew. All right, let's get into the tips. All right, guys. Tip number 1. During your adventure, during your dungeon crawling, your rescue team might die. That's right. You don't want to hear it and you hate to see it, but your dungeon crawling might end in your rescue team dying. Now, when this happens, you are going to lose all the money and experience. So before each quest begins, make sure you store all of your extra items away. Put them away and keep only the things that you actually need. And this will also make sure that you have enough room to pick up new items. While you're dungeon crawling, you're going to come across a ton, and I mean a butt ton, of items in each dungeon. So you're going to want to have plenty of room so that you can put all of them away and you don't have to leave any behind. Tip number 2. Make sure that you are swapping out your teams frequently. You're going to want to make sure that you take different Pokemon with you constantly, and you're going to want to make sure that they're different types and they have different moves. Now, here's an example. If you are a water-type Pokemon because of the test you took, the only thing that you want to do is take a different type. The last thing you want to do is take another water type with you. If you are a Totodile like I am, you don't want to take a Squirtle with you if that's not your only option. You want to make sure that you have a variety of different attack types and different types of Pokemon that you can take on your adventure with you. You're going to want to make sure that you have a variety of different Pokemon. That way you can make sure that no matter what situation you come upon, that you are able to take all kinds of different Pokemon on your adventure and you can maximize your dungeon crawling. Number 3, the Thank Bank. Yes, that is right. The bank is extremely important. Early in your adventure, when you're getting a tour of the town, you're going to find a kind Persian. Now, the Persian is a local banker. You're going to make sure that every single day, and yes, I mean every day, when a new day starts, and you'll know because black screen, new day starting comes up, that you're going to want to do at least one transaction. It's going to be important whether you deposit or withdraw, does not matter, but you're going to want to do at least one transaction in the bank. This will ensure that you get a brand new item from the bank for free every single day. So make sure that you do this. Thank your bank. Number 4, use auto mode. Now, this might sound a little bit funny, but really, dungeon crawling can get quite tedious quite quickly. So if you get a little tired, don't worry. Go ahead and use auto mode. To activate auto mode, you only need to push the L button. So make sure you push the L button. This will make sure that your dungeon crawling is done automatically. And what's really cool is that your Pokemon in your party will automatically pick up all the items that are around you. So if you want to make sure that you collect them all, as far as the items, go ahead and do this automatically and maybe eat lunch. Number 5, hunger. Okay, so you might come across this pretty often, and in the game pretty early, you might come across this. Now, hunger it only affects the leader. That is right, if hunger strikes, don't worry. The best thing you could do in this situation, other than wasting your berries because maybe you're on limited supply, is switch your party leader out. By simply pushing the plus button on your controller or Joy-Con, you can easily switch out your party leader. Now, the reason you want to do this is hunger doesn't affect the party leader, or doesn't affect the other Pokemon in the party, it only affects the party leader. So go ahead and swap out the Pokemon. That way, if your Pokemon is hungry and you swap it out, that Pokemon no longer is hungry. Really cool feature, and you may not know it until later in the game, but the earlier you know it, the better your adventure will be. Number 6. By pushing the ZL button, you can check your move effectiveness on Pokemon. Now, this might sound like duh Dom, of course you can, but just like the mainline Pokemon games, you can go ahead and pick the most effective move on the Mon that you are facing. So if you're a fire Pokemon and you're facing a grass one, you're going to want to pick a fire move to be the most effective. That way you are wasting less PP and you are getting through battles a lot faster. Number 7. If you didn't know, now you do. This is kind of a strategy game. By holding down the Y button, you're going to be able to see grids. Now, you may ask, why do I even want to do this and why do I care? Now, the one thing that early on you may not know or notice is that moves will only affect the Pokemon when you are facing them. If they are to kitty corner to you, if they are, let's say, to the left right of you, and you are faced all the way right, your move won't hit them. You need to be facing them. So by holding down Y and moving your directional pad towards them, your move is now guaranteed to hit every time. Again, this might sound simple, but might not be completely obvious, so you're welcome. Number 8, Wonder Tiles. The Wonder Tiles, the wonders of the tiles. Okay, so Wonder Tiles are the green tiles that you're going to see throughout your dungeon crawling adventure. Now, if you go ahead and check your status of your Pokemon and you see that you are boosted, you're going to want to avoid these tiles at all costs because you do not want to waste them. Now, if you check your status and you're not boosted, go ahead and go over these Wonder Tiles and you will be able to get your statuses boosted. You're going to want to do this to make sure that you do not waste the Wonder Tiles in case you actually need them. And if you are boosted, but you have a status condition like poison or something of that nature, go ahead and go over the Wonder Tiles as well because this most likely can remove your status. You're welcome, so enjoy. Number 9, do you need to escape? We all do. A lot of times we need to escape wherever we are as quickly as possible, and this game makes it easy. They have an item called the Escape Orb. Make sure that you always have a few of these on you because it sounds simple to make sure that you can always get out, but a lot of times you are stuck and you might be on basement level 10 or whatever it is in your dungeon and you can't just get away, or you might be on the brink of dying and losing all of your hour of adventure you've spent dungeon crawling. If you have an escape orb, you don't have to worry about this. Make sure they are always in your pocket. Number 10, and this is the cool one, Wonder Mail. Wonder Mail you can access from the main menu. Have you ever put a code in a Pokemon game and been given a really cool reward, like a specific ball, a rare type ball, or something like that? Well, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon does something very similar. You can actually get rare items, rare actual adventures from different Pokemon. You can meet Pokemon that you never would have by this feature, and you can get a ton of items up front. Don't worry, we're going to go ahead and help you out. Access the Wonder Mail and hit the link in the description. The link in the description will take you to our website where we have almost 100 different codes that you can use to get things like the Escape Orb that we talked about in tip number 9, as well as a lot of other things like a Dragonite specific adventure, a Beautyfly adventure. You can get different things for your party and items and clothing things, just a ton of stuff. I mean, there's almost 100 different things that you can input, and they give you multiple different gifts. you are welcome, and I hope you enjoy. We've compiled this list for you so you don't have to go find them. And guys, those are the 10 tips that are going to help you out tremendously on your dungeon crawling adventure in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX on the Nintendo Switch. We hope you enjoyed. Again, make sure you subscribe before you leave. Don't forget. Don't do it. Don't forget. Just do it now. And make sure you like the video or dislike it if you just hated me, hated my voice, or hated the video. That's all fine too. And on screen right now, go ahead and hit that video right there. You're going to want to go ahead and check out other tips that we have for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I've compiled a whole entire playlist that's going to help you out through that adventure as well. Guys, this has been Don from the Game Looters. Hope you had a great time, because I had a great time with you, and we'll catch you on the next video.